Let's have a short little video here while I have some time. Dishonored will be coming later on. I have sort of stopped playing that as frequently as I might have, but that's because sometimes that just happens. Have I completed literally no objectives? I suppose that's fine. The fog is pretty great, and we're going
careful
over this beam. Could swear this used to be metal, but that's terrible. It's now wooden music instead of metal music. I can't even stand such a thing, except that I can, because I like all types of music, dude. Well, not all types, but many. So anyways, this is the cool place where cool stuff is going to happen. And also, hey guys, name's Fen. This is my intro. It's pretty great. 85 broadheads, that's a ludicrous number, no matter which way you look at it. But, hey, I got a gas arrow. Is that the first in the entire game? Maybe not. Probably so. Probably not. I don't know. I like to look at this greenhouse with the high-res texture. It's pretty cool. Horticulturalist log. Growing a new strain of mushrooms supplied by my new friend. They actually give off a substantial amount of light. I'm considering abandoning the powered lamps and replacing them all with mushrooms. I can imagine the look on Theodore's face. Long Daddy has proven to be quite the gardener's assistant. Today he intercepted a carrion diver that was headed right for the rhododendron. Those little buggers have destroyed more of my plants than I care to remember. I may just let Long Daddy web up the entire eastern end of the greenhouse if it will stop the insects from getting through. A carrion diver? What, like a bird? Right inside a greenhouse? What? I've been contracted out to build an enormous terrarium for Thistlewell. Ah, the rich in their luxuries. Anna. Well, alrighty then. A greenhouse just kind of here. But there's no regular house around the greenhouse, though. It's all green and nothing else. However, there is this, which is the awesome place that nobody can ever find except me. Y'all better as heck hire me to design your games, because I see things no one else does, which somehow means I'm a good game designer. I don't know how that works, but anyways, yeah. This is, in fact, Carile Castle, and a greenhouse has Anna in it. I guess it's Anna Carlisle, or it's just Anna, and she's just living and squatting on somebody's property. I don't friggin' know. Trondheim, you were correct in recommending Tall Camric & Sons for our recent contracting needs. Their craftsmanship is truly remarkable, as evidenced by our new armory door. It's made of pit-forged steel, interwoven with black iron, and coated with a titanium resin. Or something like that. The sun itself could not blast that portal open. Oh, hint! In the unlikely event that we are attacked, the men should come to one of us to gain access to the armory. Remember the 30-day siege at Castle Morandrum, old friend? Ah, now those were the days. It's truly a shame that the men must be kept from the very tools of their profession, but such blatant misuse of gas arrows simply cannot be tolerated. Alas, that poor Burrick. Moloch. Anyways, this door, you cannot open it. And now there's one way to open it here, which I shall demonstrate. If you wish to, you can blow it open with a couple of fire arrows. At least you used to be able to in 1.18 or in the unpatched missions. Man, that's just dumb again. It's like, you mean it's a bug. How do you know that was a bug, you stupid asshole? I mean, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not a bug. I'm sorry. Completely my bad. You're supposed to use a sunburst device, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. There I go complaining again. It's my fault. Anyway, you can blow it open with a sunburst device if you want, and if you don't want to die, and if you don't want to kill this guy, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, there's another way in, but I'm going to have to do it later. Oh, what? How might I get down while still carrying my beloved rope arrow? This is a vine arrow, not a rope arrow. What am I, crazy? Oh, I got 4. Hell, I don't need to take this back. Also, there's something that I could get on the way back, but since I'm clearly, like, for seriously gonna forget it immediately, I might as well go back for it now. Bing! And there's my loot goal. Right, so I think that's all that's on the other side of that. So let's actually progress on to another place. Sir Cullen's Keep. I can't even remember what that is. Oh well. Oh, it's just this. Right, so onward through the bank to Suicide Cliff, and if you haven't played Lord Fishface's Super Adventure, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, okay, that is the way back with that other direction, and this is the way forward, so let's go to a place that isn't secret. I think I may have missed something. Yes, he spawns, because I guess you're not supposed to be looking directly at this window. And he disappears, and if you're quick, you can catch him disappearing. But I wasn't quick. I was slow as a slug. They should call me Fat Slug. And race me around a weird track with hills in it and stuff. I know, cars can go up hills. It's really disturbing. I couldn't accept such pollution in any sort of way. Garrett, we hope the information we have provided you thus far has been useful. You do well to seek information at Angel Watch, but beware, all is not as it seems at the Mechanist Tower, and Karis is more aware of your actions than you may think. Still, there are ways to outwit him. Oh, really? I wouldn't figure so. Keepers can't just tell you anything straight, can they?
What's that sound?
No need for alarm,
Who's
ladies.
there?
Just
Someone
passing
banging.
through.
And this is, of course, an extremely difficult part to ghost, and you have to resort to nudging, and even then you might get unlucky. So, yeah. Fortunately, I'm just thwacking them in the head, but it seems weird that they'd have such a blatant part in a game where they normally give you ways to get around sneakily, but here you kind of can't really. I know there's gotta be some more loot in there. Maybe not. Lady Louisa, I don't know if it's like a frickin' home-based brothel business. I don't know why I'd say that. 2 women in a building clearly makes a brothel. I think I'm being very reasonable here, and you can stop suing me for offense against the Don't Offend People Act, okay? Almost to Angel Watch now, so things should kind of be going a little bit forward. Like, come on. As you can see, the Great Mechanist Tower is extremely well protected by this amazing guard who I'm just really good at this game that I can knock out just like that. I mean, I'm seriously good, you guys. That is not easy. Oh, no. Anyways, yes. As you can see, we're coming right up on Angel Watch from Grand Modern Road, which sounds like Grandmother Road, which is kind of a silly name. Anyways, look at that. How did they even? They've already used up all their detail on this huge frickin' city, and still they have this enormous statue.
That's the castle of the future. So, that's the castle of the future. I'll take my tenement any day of the week.
How do they even fit all that? It's crazy, man. That is one imposing-ass tower. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. Anyhow, however, I seem to have a bit of time, so I'll try and just kind of go this way. It's sort of weird that there's no front door on this side. I guess this is the back.
That wasn't so tough. Maybe tower security isn't as tight as I thought.
That wasn't so tough. No? Okay, so now I've infiltrated Angel Watch, but there's still many objectives to go. So, there's a couple ways I could go. I could take the ladder. However, I'm thinking that I might want to go this way. I can't actually remember. Yeah, I think I do want to go this way, because there's an elevator going up around the building, so we can elevate ourselves like a mole all the livelong day, and it'll be pretty fantastic. So, yes, security is definitely not very tight here. It's actually kind of weird, but I guess it's a party and they don't want the guests pissing off cameras. Stuff, you know. Brethren, the guard on the office door shall be changed upon every 3 hours, though I trust that our guests shall not be curious enough to attempt entrance. For further precaution, however, Father Karis hath entrusted me with the sole key. Most of the alarms and watchers that protect the tower hath also been disabled to prevent our guests from causing any mishaps. While I expect the nobility to mind their manners, remain thou ever vigilant, friend Vilnia. Alrighty then.
Someone there.
Well, this isn't Vilnia, but she's just a random friend. She's not a special, extraordinary friend. She's just a background, you know, mech. Not a stick background Octavia over there. Let's go and, that's crazy. Octavia's part of the main 12. Anyways, this floor is this floor, and you can kind of take your elevator up here. Oh, down. Looks like the elevator took me down. Oh. Funny, this looks like marble, but sounds like not. On second thought, I suppose I could walk around this floor a bit since I'm already here. But there seems to be a robotic beast around here, which is going to be inconvenient to take out because it's going to make a lot of noise when I try to kill him, probably. And yeah. Oh, hey there, Rose Luck. Die, Petunia face. That's the character, right? Alright, anyhow, I guess, yeah, I don't have a detailed map, but, you know, I got a detailed map of the city, so I guess, you know, they have to make up the lost difference, and à la recherche de temps perdu, or cherche, I don't know, by not having a detailed map for the building. And also, why would I have a detailed map? In fact, I don't even know why I would even have a simple map. This thing is supposed to be all secure most of the time anyways, so I don't know how anybody would come in to scout it. Maybe the keepers gave me a map, I can't even remember. Maybe no Victoria. How would she have... I don't remember how anything works. I'm a guy. Friend Vilnia, note thee well the following. 'Tis the final listing of the voice machines. Make it thy task to be sure the servants have them placed in working before the arrival of tonight's guest. Voice machine 1, blah 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 blah. That's where all the stuff is. Okay. So, further, forget not the machine for our special guest. A special guest, eh? Well, I don't know what he could mean by that. Probably nothing. I'm not going to sweat that little bit of perspiration. No, sir. Oh, hey, it's like that storeroom thing with some shelves with probably, like, nothing on them. Except there's an explosive barrel, which really makes no sense from a realism perspective, and therefore I'm totally, terribly upset. Terrifyingly upset about this turn of events. Yes, indeed. But, hey, here we've got some weird wooden door. Again, there's this wood, because mechs go on and on and on in a later level about how wood is evil in all situations. Yet here they are building Angel Watch with wood and stone and all sorts of weird friggin' nonsense. They must have just run out of budget. That must be pretty embarrassing for a mech. He's gonna have to go and buy a Woodsy Lord. Pack of them. Walk around carrying them in plain sight in order to make up for his loss of testosterone.
All his children will rejoice and live in paradise. The builder will join us on that day. He will weep tears of joy when he sees the shining pure carrot.
That carrot is made. Close enough. Alright. Do I have... Well, I don't have that many, so I'm gonna have to cut back on taking these guys out a little bit. But, well, not too much, because... What the hell that is? Is that like robot storage bays? Kind of looks like it might be. That's kind of cool. Here, of course, you're supposed to use a moss arrow, which I've got 10 of them, but I'm not gonna do it because I hate using equipment. Ah, whatever. Fine. Psh, I'll use a whole bunch of moss arrows, and by a whole bunch, I guess I mean 2. That seems legit. Okay. It's a key. I don't really remember what that key is for, but this room looks very nice. Very beautiful, even though the Mechanist's plan is quite ugly indeed. Do I remember there being like a secret switch or something behind one of these? I don't know why I would say that, but there's that thing. But first I just want to... Oh, maybe the keys to this door right here. Could that be the case? Oh, wait a... Yeah, jeez. I guess it is. That's sort of weird. It's some sort of crazy equipment room. Oh my freaking god. It's got 1 scouting orb and possibly 1 of whatever might be in here. Oh. 2 of whatever might be in here. Oh! Alright, now, there's this that I could listen to, but I actually want to listen to them in order. So I think that in order to listen to them in order, I must go down to this floor underneath here. And these gates close by themselves rather quickly. It's quite disgusting, and this floor has got a weird blank button. But as you can see, the tower is more or less pretty fancy, and... whatevs. Come on. Well, I mean, I know I can get up there quite easily from the ground floor. I'm just trying to be fancy is all. You would not deny an old man his fancy walking stick. Also, there may or may not be a robot down there. And by robot, I mean child of Caris, as Cyber correctly calls them, whereas I just go, it's a robot! Woo! Yeah. Pretty sure there is one. Yeah, it's just a very long hallway. Yeah, because you see, they deactivated those watchers because, you know, the guests would cause a mishap. Even without updated textures and stuff, very cool looking place, this level, even just stock, which I can, I guess, authoritatively remember for some reason.
Greetings, child of Karas. I have called you by your proper name. I hope you appreciate it.
I hope you appreciate you being enormous and me calling you a child. I'm sure you won't take that as any kind of an insult. I'm sure you'll be so pleased that you'll just, you know, stomp around with even more vigor than usual.
Message number 1 of 6.
Is this functioning? Oh, my good guest, welcome to Angel Watch. I have gathered you here, citizens of exceptional breeding, for a fine and festive evening. The builder's work never ceases. Thus I am not able to attend in person, but I am present in heart and voice, as you can plainly hear. Franvinia will be your host in my absence. Now, our evening together begins.
So, Karas doesn't even show up for his own party.
Is this functioning? I love that. Anyways, I think there's some stuff over here. Just love the really no expense spared stylings of Angel Watch here. It's really fanciful. Yes, there's a guy here and there's some loot over here. Oh, he does turn. That's bizarre. Why was this unghostable? Oh, wait. I think you'd be able to ghost this by waiting for him to turn around. That's weird. Anyways, I think that you might be able to use a key on this door. Or bash
The
it.
front doors are locked. Looks like Karas wants a captive audience.
There's some way to get out. I can't remember. Oh, I think it's like in the original... This patch probably fixed it, but I think in the original these doors were actually wood, even though they looked like metal. Ah! It didn't. Well, I guess it fixed their breakability, but... Yeah. Maybe it was only 1.07. Maybe it was pre-map fix pack. I have no idea. Okay, now... I might be crazy, and I could be wrong, but I almost think that there's something up here. Not too sure. How do I even do this? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, there's either like a passage... Oh, there's a ladder. Or there's like a purse, but I think I'm thinking of another level one. There's like one level in the entire game where a purse is on the rafters. Well, maybe there's that Mage's Tower and Thief Gold. But yeah, and because of that one mission, which I think is either casing or masks, I'm always trying to find things up on the rafters, you know, as you do. Oh, and that's where that ladder leads. So I am back here, and I guess I could take the stairs or wherever this leads. Yeah, up another floor. But do I have that note that I must be able to pick up that note, what tells me all the locations of, yeah, 1, 2, library. So I gotta go all the way up to the library to hear the second one, which is weird. You'd think he'd take them on a tour in the order of the right floors, but he sort of seemed to have gone randomly. I wonder why the devs did that, if they just did it to mix it up, or if they just were deciding to be weird that day or something. But I think that this video should probably end here. I'm sorry, it's a little bit of a anticlimactic ending, but I kind of have to go do stuff, so yeah. See you guys later, and bye for now.